Hi guys, thank you for joining me. At 12:10 p.m. local time in Solana, Peru, there was a magnitude 6.1 earthquake that caused quite a bit of damage, and there's been injuries. There's also been rock slides, landslides, etc. On Geoscope, it shows that it was a thrust earthquake. One side came up and the other side dropped down. Power is out in the city of Solana using Google Earth. Here's the location of that earthquake. One of the walls to the schools has been damaged, and yeah, people have been injured. And I'll bring it out and show you how far it was from the coast. Right there. Along here is the area, I believe, where the landslides occurred. You can see a lot of homes, businesses are built right on the cliffs. There is a Twitter post showing the landslides, and I think they'll zoom down over to the right and show you some of the buildings that were right on top of the edge. You can see it's going all the way out into the ocean, this landslide. Another Twitter post showing damage. Supposedly this is from Solana. Yeah, a lot of bricks, unreinforced masonry that came down. Inside, look inside. Yeah, the whole roof collapsed there. Those poor people. Definitely sending prayers to everybody there. Yeah, the devastation. Another Twitter post showing the uplift that occurred along one of the fault lines here. Yeah, they're following along where one of the cracks occurred from that earthquake. Yeah, I wonder how far down it goes. This was caused by subduction. The earthquake was 33.2 kilometers in depth, so that would be about 26 miles in depth. I have more videos for you. Here on EMSC, some of the felt reports, it says it was felt for quite a long while. This one here translates, a slight moderate movement was felt without any damage in my sector. I find that hard to believe. They were 197 kilometers from where it occurred. So that would be about 122 miles north from where it occurred. This one says it was large. Definitely a little bit longer than usual. That was 285 kilometers, which would be a little more than 177 miles. What else we get? Shake lasted a long time. Hard, little, but felt intense. Lasted about 20 seconds, we believe. Now, they were 288 kilometers northeast. So that would be about 179 miles. We felt that it was kept going a long time, I guess. Floor 11, I guess they felt it. It felt a good shake. Short oscillating tremor. Slight tremor. Now they were 323 kilometers north. Slight dizziness was felt at home. 341 kilometers. And 435 kilometers north from where it occurred. So that would be 270 miles north. And they said it shook for almost a minute. Another Twitter post, I believe this is one of the mosques there, showing the outside facade that came down. Everyone out in the streets. Another Twitter post. Now, if you slow this down or stop it or pause it, you can see the buildings right on the top of the cliffs. I'll bring it up a little bit for you. Yeah, this is from a boat that was out in the harbor, evidently. Yeah, it looks like just about the whole harbor. Yeah, the cliffs fell. And yeah, you know there's going to be people injured, possibly killed. Sending prayers to everybody. This is just so devastating. Like I said, this was a thrust earthquake. Here's a page that I translated, pure They report landslides on cliffs and dust in spas after earthquake. Geophysical Institute of Peru reports that the tsunami alert is ruled out for the area. When the seismic event is greater than 7, one can only speak of a tsunami. It is normal for these events to occur. We must always know how our homes are built. Let's talk with our families. Volcano Discovery said it was a magnitude 6.2. And they were saying it was a shallow earthquake, only 10 kilometers in depth. Solana has a population of 168,000. Purana has a population of 325,000. Another Twitter post in Lagani, water lines broke, flooding to roads. Using Google Earth in the area where the landslide probably happened, you notice a lot of these people use single layer brick and mortar to separate their properties. And this is probably what majority of the damage was, along with the power outages and things like that. I don't know how far close I can zoom in, but you can see single layer brick walls to give them more of their privacy here along the coast. Another close-up view of the harbor where probably a lot of these boats came from, where this landslide occurred. Yeah, there's a lot of boats in this area. I'll bring it out. But the actual cliffs look like possibly over here maybe. Another Twitter post when I put in one of the towns that's right along the coast there. You can see all the boats in the harbor. That video came from this area right here. And I'll bring it out for you. And over here is that 6.1. Like I said, it was a thrust earthquake. More images from that same area. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, the whole harbor. Another video from another boat out there. Yeah, everyone was out there videotaping it, evidently. Alright, I wonder how many people might have been trapped on the beach from these landslides. Here's another Twitter post. Yeah. Such devastation. I'm not going to play the video for you, but this woman, I don't know. Her leg evidently was injured greatly, and they're holding her head, so she was probably injured by the falling bricks there in her home. Here's some of the bricks in the doorway of her home. I'm not going to play you the other video. The whole video. I don't want to get a strike for it. I certainly pray that she's going to be okay. There's another video on Twitter. You can see the whole front that was plaster, cement, whatever, came down. And some more images of the damage. There's that car. I believe this is a doctor's office. I'll pull it down for you. And we got another video of all the birds taking off. There was a lot of pelicans sitting around there. You might be able to hear the sound of the video in the background. Yeah, and they're on a vessel too. We're watching the landslides that were going on there. Sending prayers to everybody there. Any thoughts or comments, or if you have family there, I hope they're safe. Please put down the information below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.